Hi, welcome back to Inspire English. My name is Jessie and I'm a tutor on Preply. Check out the link to my profile in the description. Today we're going to talk about count and non-count nouns. So what's the difference? Count nouns are nouns in English that you can make plural. You add s or es or even an irregular form of the noun. So for example, dog becomes dogs or person becomes people. A non-count noun is a noun in English that we don't make plural. So why is this important? Let's talk about 3 things to remember. First is that non-count nouns always take a singular verb. For example, the equipment needs to be cleaned. Equipment is a non-count noun, so it takes the singular verb form of to need, which is needs. The second thing is that with non-count nouns, we sometimes use count nouns to emphasize the individuality of the non-count noun. What does this mean? So, for example, we can say, there are 10 pieces of equipment in the gym. We use the count noun piece with the non-count noun equipment for the individuality of the noun. Piece is a very common count noun you can use. You can say a piece of advice, a piece of equipment, a piece of luggage, or a piece of information. 2 other non-count nouns would be lettuce. I love lettuce. I have 10 heads of lettuce in my refrigerator. So the count noun you use with lettuce is head. Or bread. Bread is also non-count, but we can say I have 1 loaf of bread, or I have 2 loaves of bread. The third thing is, how do we talk about quantity with non-count nouns? Well, first we would start with the question, how much? How much information do we need? Then we can respond 4 different ways. We can say a lot of, some, a little bit of, and much. So with a lot of, we can use this with both positive and negative responses. So I need a lot of information, or I don't need a lot of information. On the other hand, we use much with negative responses. I don't need much advice. I don't need much advice. The second one is some. Can I have some water? Can I have some bread? Can I have some more lettuce? And the last one is a little bit of, which means a small amount. Can I get a little bit more time? Time is also non-count. So what does this look like in a conversation? You might say, how much more information do we need? We don't need a lot more information. We have done a lot of research already. We do need a little bit of advice about how to write the report. If you found this video helpful, then press like, hit subscribe, and check out my next video for more interesting information.